Gemini's now, the integrity had to do with your feelings. So the new moon said, get your feelings in order. It's actually Chinese. Get your feelings in order. Get your emotions in order. Get yourself in alignment. Snap out of it, says Cher. So you were building integrity in your emotional kernel with that new moon. And if you were not in your emotional kernel, you would have had emotional breakdowns. So if Gemini's got worried or went to anxiety and went down a portal of worry, it's because you're not loving yourself and loving yourself more in your emotions. If you're in integrity, you're now going to have an exploration of all of your feelings. What do you feel about this? What do you feel about that? What do you feel about this? And you're going to be exploring your feelings because you're going to be making a determination next Monday of how you want to feel all the time in life. Don't be mistaken in thinking, Gemini, that how you feel has to do with anything outside of you. Nothing. It has to do with how you feel inside of yourself, okay? So you're working on emotions and you're working how you feel about yourself. Now, as we move forward and we have that square to Jupiter in your sign, it's very possible that your ego has run down the path with Jupiter and assigned yourself for all these things that don't actually feel good. And you just got drunk on the power of Jupiter and you were like, oh my God, this, and I'll take this and 2 of those and 5 of these. And then you got there and you're like, this doesn't feel good. So the intersection for you, Gemini, is you've got to pull your ego in check. That's Jupiter. You got to pull your ego in check, because if it's writing checks you can't cash or that feel bad, you're going to end up having a breakdown down the road. So you're going to have probably a course correction. And I do predict that Geminis might bail out of something than something else. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Got it. Oh, all kinds of technology stuff happening. We'll see if the food gets here. All right. Now, moving forward, we also have, of course, the opposition to Saturn in Pisces. And so for Geminis and your connection in Pisces, it has to do with your connection from your emotions to your career. So you're going to do another check this week where you go, hey, my career, where it's going, decisions I'm making, does it feel good? Does it resonate with what I feel it should be? Is it really, is my heart open with what my career is doing? Is my heart open with what I am doing with myself? And if the answer is yes and yes, you're on the right path. But there might be an alteration in where you go with your career, what decision you make, because it doesn't feel good to you. It doesn't resonate. Then, of course, we have Venus in Libra, and this is big for Geminis. What the universe showed you in the last week and a half is how bad you are at loving yourself, how you fail to do it. You escape in your mind. You blame it on other people and things you haven't gotten. And you now know that your happiness is your job, period. Not even the job of your mind or thinking about cool things. It's your job. So Venus has cleared the trauma around loving yourself. Maybe you were ashamed for loving yourself. Maybe you were, treated poorly by your parents whenever you did things for yourself. So maybe you've been conditioned to not do things for yourself. But this opposition does say, I mean, with Saturn and with career, love yourself, and Venus moving onward says you have to put yourself first no matter what. And if you do, Gemini, you will be on the path to serious joy, true love, creativity with a K. Anything is possible if you go ahead and choose you with self-love.
It's serious joy, joy, joy.